It is also a question in our book. Economy says the profit break-even point. The importance here, there is a point which has a special name, break-even point. It is going to appear in the case of when the cost of production and revenue are equal. There are two functions, revenue function and cost function. By equalizing them and by solving them, we can find what is going to be point. It is a kind of finding points of intersections since two functions are given and we are in the case of which are equal to each other. Okay, one of the function is cost function, 5 root of x. The other function is revenue function, which is 3. And break-even point is the case of when they are equal to each other. If we equalize them, 5 root of x is equal to 3x. I have to take square. It will be better if I take square. I am going to get 25x is equal to 9x squared. I am trying to solve equations, so don't do any operation here. Try to get all your unknowns at the same time. Same side, 25x minus 9x to the power of 2 is equal to 0. X can be taken as a common factor, 25 minus 9x. Solution of this equation is going to give us x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 25 over 9. 0 is like the beginning point for them, so it cannot be our x coordinate of our break-even point. So 25 over 9 will be chosen as a y coordinate, x coordinate, sorry. In one of the equations, our function is easy. If I write 25 over 9 instead of x, 25 over 3 will be the y coordinate of the point. So 25 over 9, 25 over 3 is going to be break-even point of the two functions. Question 46. There is a function f. F of a minus a is equal to f of 2 minus a. So what can we say about function f? If I compare the inside, a minus 2, 2 minus a, what happened? I can think like this. Or in the second part, if you take minus outside, you are going to get a minus 2. So I am in the case of f of x is equal to f of negative x. So it is property of an even function. Question 47. General form of a line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. And this information, the absolute value of a plus absolute value of b cannot be 0, means a and b should be different than 0, and the slope will be found negative ax over b. Negative a over b is the slope of given line. Question 48 is a true or false statement. Which of the following is false? Which of the following is false? If slopes of two non-vertical lines are negative reciprocal means like this, and we know the product of them will be -1. It is the property of perpendicular lines, so it is a true statement. If a line contains points in both first and third quadrant, we did similar question. If there is a part in the first and third quadrant, then since while we are moving from left to right, graph is rising, it has a positive slope, so it is true. The third statement, if a and b are different numbers, f of a and f of b is equal to each other, then graph is 1 to 1. Let me choose f of x as x to the power of 2 and a negative 2, b positive 2. F of 2 becomes 2 square, which is 4. F of negative 2 is square of negative 2, which is also 4. And graph of a x squared is a parabola. What is the meaning? Minus 2 plus 2 will be the same y, and the test for understanding one-to-one function is using horizontal line, and horizontal line is including 2 points, so it cannot be a one-to-one function. It is the false statement. Answer is going to be C. 49. Which of the following is not passes through? Be careful here. Not passes through the point with undefined slope and 3, negative 1. Undefined slope is special case. So if slope is undefined, the line will be vertical. Vertical line sharing the same x coordinates. So let me look at the x coordinate of my point. X coordinate of my point is 3. So there is 3, there is 3, there is 3. So these are the points which are on the line that I have. The different value is negative 3, so it is the point which is not on our line. Answer of 49 is B. The last question of first day and the last question of quiz 3. X-intercept y is equal to 0 case, f of x is equal to 0, x minus 2 root of x. I have to solve this equation, but before solving this, I want to share a note with you. If by using numbers we know how to do this operation, root of 5 times root of 5 is equal to 5, or vice versa, 5 can be written as a product of square root of 5 and square root of 5. It is same for the unknowns. Instead of x, I can write root of x times root of x, or vice versa. The product of root of x and root of x is going to give us x. If I turn back to my solution, 0 is equal to, instead of x, I am going to write the product of root of x and root of x, minus 2 root of x. So root of x can be taken as a common factor, root of x minus 2. Equalize each of them to 0. I mean, if I have root of x which is equal to 0, by squaring both sides, one of the x will be x is equal to 0. The other part, root of x minus 2 is equal to 0, means root of x is equal to 2. By squaring both sides, x is going to be 4. So there are two solutions, 0 and 4. 0, 0, 4, 0 are x-intercepts of given function. So it was